Hello there. Um, this video is to talk about the final assignment for the Hypermedia Multimedia Authoring class. This assignment involves you building or creating a business plan and a prototype. A lot of you seem a little confused about what this assignment is about, so I'm going to try and explain it a little bit more. So, if you run a company, say, for example, a company that builds websites, as you may know, I have set up my own companies in the past, and which are still running. When someone wants something from your company, a service from your company, they don't just go to one company and say, build me a website. They tend to go to multiple website developers and multiple companies and explain to each company what they want. And each company, this is called a tender process. So they put the job out to tender. And then all of these companies reply by creating what we call a tender document, which is a business plan. And this document explains what you are going to do for this company and how you're going to be better than your competitors so that you will get the job. Normally, when a company does this, they also create a prototype. This is often called a loss leader because you are not getting paid for building this prototype. You don't build the whole website. You are trying to show the person who's going to employ you, the company that's going to employ you, what you are capable of and your vision for what you intend to build for them. So in this situation, you're playing the role of someone who runs a web development company. An organization has come to you. You can pick any organization, doesn't matter. It could be a hairdresser in Oswego, it could be IBM, I don't care. But this organization has come to you, as well as other web development companies, and said they want a website. So you're going to prepare a tender document and a loss leader prototype. And hopefully this will mean you'll get the job and be employed by this company. So let's look through both of these things, what is involved. Now, let me share my screen. Okay, so the assignment is explained on Canvas, and there's this Word document which you can download, which has more information. As I explained, the assignment's in two parts. You have to develop a specification document, and the part two, develop a prototype. Let's talk about the specification document first. It's a form of business plan. It's a commercial document, so you want to be writing this in a corporate, technical, commercial style. Don't write, I will do this, I will do that. It's very amateurish. You don't write like that professionally out in the real world. So this document explains what you have to do. You're in charge of development, either for a new startup business or you're tendering for something. Pick any business. And you have to write the specification document. What are you going to build for this company? And this defines the scope and focus of the site. Now, what you'll see here is a list of bullet points. Now, this is how I grade this assignment. I'm looking for the fact that you cover all these points. The PowerPoints in this section go through each of these points step by step, explain what they are and what you need to do. So, purpose, goals, and themes. One of the main mistakes students make in this assignment is they say, oh, I need a goal, and they just say, the goal is this, or the theme is this. Same with budget. They just say, the budget is $2,000, the budget is $200,000. No one is going to accept that. They need things explained to them. Why is your budget $200,000? What is it going to be spent on? The theme, why is that your theme? Why is the theme important? Why is this crucial to what we're doing? As you'll see if you go through my PowerPoints, I rant on and on about these initial things. You need to know why you're building the website in the first place before you do anything else. Purpose, goals, and themes are really important. The goal is different to the purpose and themes. Goals are measurable. How much money are you going to make from this website? How many people are going to come and visit this website? And you need to be able to measure that. So think very carefully about those things. Who are your audience? Who are you aiming at? And why are those people going to come to this website? Also, I say you should maybe put some sketches or narrative flowcharts about how people move through your website. Flowcharts, maps, maybe memory maps about how the information relates together, or even storyboards that tell the story of how someone will move through your website. But don't just throw them into the report and expect the person reading them to understand what they are. You need to explain them. Don't go into massive details about tools and code. Just talk about the general tools you intend to use and how this site will be hosted, how it will be built. Again, the people buying this from you will not understand all the technical details. You've got to write it in a way that they will understand. So this is a kind of document that companies write all the time, which is why it's a good assignment for you to get into a mode of understanding where you're familiar with writing these kind of documents for companies. Because when you go out there in the real world, these are the kind of documents you may end up writing regularly. I know in my company, when I set up my company, we were writing these every week. And you get used to it. You have templates set up and you change them and put them out. And you may write 5 or 6 of them before you get one job. So you then have to charge enough for that job to cover the money you lost while you were working on the other ones. That's how companies work. Okay, so oh yeah, and sometimes I say you should put in about the schedule of work, timescales and schedules. I've had people put opening hours of the business. This is your schedule of work. How long will it take you to build this website? What will you be doing each week? Plan out your time. Gantt charts are a good way to show this. Oh, it's a fairly substantial document. You know, it's a 20 mark, you get 20 marks for this. So again, don't just put one line in each of these sections, so you'll be graded low for that. Okay, so often when you're submitting a tender document, you often want to give the client some visual indication of what you are going to build. What will the website look like? How will it work? And to be honest, the interaction and navigation, some idea of how the website will work is much more important than the visual look of the website. So what you want to do is develop a prototype. You're not building the full website. That's what they're going to pay you for. If you build the full website, they could and send it to them, why would they pay you? You've just given it away for free. You are trying to show them your capability and your capacity. So you're trying to indicate ideas. You can build a prototype website in HTML, which is fine. For this assignment, I don't care what you use. If you don't want to use just Notepad and you want to use Dreamweaver or some of the web development toolkit, that's fine. You can use anything you want here, so long as you're giving them some indication. But don't build the full website. Just show them what it will look like. So you might have placeholders like company logo here, or you might use some clip art or some kind of stock photography from the internet, instead of, and explain why you're going to do things. One nice way to do it is to have a little working prototype and then have a separate visual mock-up that could have been done in Photoshop that maybe shows more of the colors and the design theme in a little bit more detail, but doesn't run. You can decide how you want to present this. There are a number of tools, and there's full information about these on Canvas. A lot of students use Axure or Balsamic or some of the HCI prototyping tools. Now, those of you who are grad students on the program, I strongly advise that you can get a free student educational account for Axure. I strongly advise you get an Axure account and you learn how to use it. This is one of your opportunities to use it. You will be using it again when you come to do software design on the master's program. So, and you really need to be able to use some prototyping software and be able to put that on your resume when you start looking for jobs. Undergraduates, it's a really good skill to have. These pieces of software are easy to use, free accounts for students, and they're designed to build really fast, quick prototypes of a mobile app, a website, show what it will look like, and get it to interact. I do say you can use PowerPoint. However, a PowerPoint presentation is not a prototype. Don't just build a presentation. If you do use PowerPoints, you need to put action buttons. You need to build like fake menus with buttons that may be linked to other slides that show people the interaction. If you just build a PowerPoint set of slides, you'll get a really low mark for this. It's about building a prototype. My advice is to use prototype software, but I do give you free rein to use whatever you're comfortable with to show to your client. Okay? Don't go crazy. You're looking at showing them maybe 4 or 5 pages of the application and the interaction between them. Don't build everything. Keep it simple, but try and show the flavor of what you're going to do. Okay, so that's about it. If you have any more issues or you have questions, you're welcome to send them to me. But I honestly think this video covers most of the questions I get asked about this assignment. Okay, so yeah, look after yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. I look forward to seeing your business plans and prototypes.